Have you ever wondered how it keeps track of our conversations, even when we ask a follow-up questions? Or refer back to earlier parts of the chat? It's all thanks to a smart feature called Dialog Management and the Magic of Context. Let's dive into an easy to understand explanations of how this works. Dialog management is like the conductor of a symphony, ensuring that the conversations with ChatGPT flows smoothly. Imagine we're having a chat with a friend. When they reply to something we said earlier, it shows they're paying attention and keeping the conversations going. ChatGPT does the same thing. For example, if you ask ChatGPT, "What's the weather like today?" and then you follow up with, "And what about tomorrow?" Dialogue management helps ChatGPT remember what we discussed earlier so it can give us the answer that makes sense in the context of our conversation. It's like ChatGPT's way of being a good listener and holding a coherent conversation. Now, let's talk about context. Imagine you're telling a story. To understand the current part of the story, you need to know what happened before. Context works similarly for ChatGPT. It remembers what we said earlier and uses the information to understand what we mean now. When we ask ChatGPT a question, it uses a context of our previous messages to generate a relevant response. If we say, "Tell me about cats," and then follow up with, "Do they like water?" ChatGPT knows you're still talking about cats, even though you didn't repeat the word cat. It's like ChatGPT's memory that helps it connect the dots and keep the conversation on track. In a nutshell, dialogue management and context are like the secret sauce that makes ChatGPT's conversations feel natural and meaningful. They allow us to have back and forth communication, ask follow up questions, and build on our previous messages. It's like having a virtual friend who remembers what we talked about yesterday. So the next time you're amazed by how well ChatGPT understands the flow of the conversation, remember that dialogue management and context are the wizards behind the curtain, making our chats more engaging and enjoyable.